Hey traders, Jason with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back. In this video, we're actually going to go over the weekly watch list for January 17th, 2022. I'm going to tell you where I think the overall market's going to go this following week. But first, make sure you guys check out my website, daytradingfearless.com. Links down below in the description. Where I offer the S&P E-mini future weekly trade zones, which are support and resistance levels. But I've also now included a 2-hour video training course on how to draw my trade zones. With this video course, it doesn't matter if you're trading stocks, futures, or cryptocurrency, it'll teach you how to draw the trade zones on all those different things. So it's not just for the S&P E-mini futures. But again, make sure you check that out. Links down below. But let's get right into the video. Okay, so this is a weekly watch list for January 17th, 2022. Last week, I kind of said I was kind of on the fence, I believe. Really wasn't bullish, wasn't bearish, and we're kind of exactly where we were probably last week, right? As far as price, nice high volume node forming. We're probably, if we zoom out, okay, we are actually getting the point of control may shift higher because look at all the volume over here on the market profile, right? We're almost exceeding that right this 46.65 level. So we may see a shift higher with the value area high and low actually getting shifted too, right? Because value area high will probably go right up to the high. This will shift all the way over, or up. But one of the problems with that is we become very bullish then, right? Because whenever you have the value area high near the highs of a market profile, it's actually a bullish sign. Here's my problem with that is even if that does happen, I'm actually bearish. I'm actually leaning more to the bearish side right now. Is you could see we're starting to have a rising wedge. We may bounce around here for a little bit, but I'm actually getting bearish with a couple things going into the early part of this week. I won't be surprised if we actually gap lower. If we gap lower and we take out this candle's low here, we'll just even say this candle right here of 45.77 next week, or just keep an eye on that. I think we're coming down to the 200. And then we never actually fill this up, right? This value area or the point of control will never get shifted if we actually gap lower come Sunday evening and price goes down. So we will have to see exactly what happens over the weekend. But there's a couple things that I'm seeing. I'm not overly bearish, but I just think price feels heavy and it wants to go lower. But again, this has been a very hard 2 weeks in the market, just kind of ping-ponging back and forth between these trend lines. So that's what I have. I'm not 100% confident, just so you guys know. So remember, none of this is trade advice. I'm just some dude on YouTube making videos, but so if you do kind of listen to what I say, just kind of be careful. I'm not fully confident. It's a yucky market right now, and I think most people will agree with me. It's actually been a hard market. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the NQ, right? We're now stuck under the 50 period, right? And price kind of fell, rallied all the way up, touched the 50 and then failed back down, right? If we actually take out Friday's low right here, I think that'll take us to here, and then eventually the 200 on the NASDAQ. like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I don't like in this market, but it's only for the next couple weeks because I think maybe February things will change. But there's also been really low volume. I've been day trading a lot of stocks and there's zero volume. I've made, I think, like 10 trades this entire year. There's just nothing out there. And I wonder if things come next week, right? Like the volume starts coming back in. Remember, also, Monday is a holiday. So just kind of remembered about that MLK. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at oil, crude oil. I've been telling you guys I like crude oil. We're right here up at all-time, or not all-time highs, but just this session, yearly highs, whatever. We're about to break out. I've been calling for 90 for a long time. If you guys have been following me, and we're about $5 away from it, and I think $90 oil is in the books. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, BTC. So with Bitcoin, these are the levels, right? Came down right to this 40,000. Kind of dipped right below. I said it. I even drew it last week. I'm not after the fact, guys. I try and give you guys these levels to watch and look at the nice bounce off that first level. With that being said, I think maybe we bounce a little higher or we just fail from here. We are in a bearish trend. We're making lower highs, lower lows. And this entire structure right here, just a little trade education. This entire structure of the leg is now broken. Okay. All up here, right? Boom, boom. And then we came down, and this was the last place for the bulls to defend to keep this a big uptrend in. And guess what? We took out the lows. And so now that structure is broken, and I won't be surprised if we roll over and we eventually come down to this 32,000 level. Listen, I've been getting into crypto a lot. You guys see I'm making crypto videos on this channel a little more. So I know it's going to be a lot of pain, but I kind of think of it as a buying opportunity. I love crypto. I love the metaverse. I love everything where crypto's going over the next 5 to 10 years. And I've been buying up a lot of altcoins, things that I really believe in. I'm going to go over one of those coins at the very end. So with that being said, let's take a look real quick. Let's zoom through this. Gold, nothing. Silver, nothing, right? Just boring charts. There's really nothing going on. Just a bunch of sideways action with all this. Not in love with either one. I don't think there's a trade setting up. Let's go to Apple. We had the divergence, and we're now probably going to start making lower highs, lower lows. The low I would take a look at is this low. If we take out the low of this candle, 167.46, chances are we may come all the way down to the 200, which would kind of coincide with what's going on with the NASDAQ chart and coincide with the chart, the S&P futures. So that's why I kind of look at all these things to get a bigger picture. It doesn't mean we have to trade them. We're just trying to get a gauge on the overall market. So with that being said, let's take a look at one last thing, and it's Zombie Inu. And here's the chart for Zombie Inu. And listen, last time I told you guys about this, You guys probably thought I was crazy. I was talking about it right down here around the 8, 9 on this weekly watch list. And because I've been buying it, this is a long-term hold for me. But with that being said, I've been saying, hey, watch a Zombie Inu. I love it. I love everything it did. My original cost basis on everything was like in the 9s, 9 to 10 rounded off. This thing did 100% move. Tell me what stock's done 100% move, right? That you could have made that kind of money, right? In a very short amount of time. Well, guess what? Market's falling again. Okay. We have a head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. Here's a neckline. We dipped low, came back up. We're right here. We're having trouble. I personally think if Bitcoin falls out of bed, this is going lower. Bitcoin is going to drag Ethereum and everybody else down. And if it does, I think we're coming down to the 6th level again, which I am really hoping for, because I love everything they're doing. I believe it's a real company. I believe you're able to buy something at a very, very inexpensive price. That's a real company. Do your own research on this. I've done a ton of research, but go look at the graphics. They're coming out with a game. They're coming out with NFTs. They've only been around for 2 months, and they already have over 30,000 people that own Zombie. The community's amazing from what I've seen. So again, do your research, but I do love what they're doing. I love what's doing. And hey, maybe it goes to 0, or maybe it goes to a penny one day. Who knows, right? But as far as the chart, I want to see this head and shoulders fail. I love it anywhere between the 6 and the 3 level. If we pull back, we're at 12. Okay. Again, I'm just saying this, letting you guys know, because the last time you guys probably thought I was crazy, and it ran up 100%. Okay, even more. I think I was talking about it at like 7, right? That's almost a 200% move. 7 to 14 to 21, right? I think we may get another opportunity if crypto does fall. Keep it on your watch list and all that. But with that being said, that's it. Have a great weekend. Remember, Monday's a holiday for stocks, but futures should be open Sunday evening, I believe, until 10 a.m. Monday, Las Vegas time where I'm at. And as always, have a good weekend.